Hello everyone, this is David, Fairly Secret Music. I happen to be wearing this Fairly Secret Army t-shirt. This is one of my projects, my recording projects. I've had a couple people ask me um, about the name, and basically it was a British comedy that ran for 13 episodes, and I thought it was a great name. So Greg and I, when we started this project, we decided to call it Fairly Secret Army, and so the initial idea for the Fairly Secret Army is we would get together on Monday, we'd write and record a song, and then by the following Monday I'd have the lyrics and the vocals already done. That worked for about 2 albums, so for about 16 weeks or so. And then it kind of slowed down, but we've done a lot of stuff. You can download any of our albums from Bandcamp for free, and I actually prefer you do it for free. You just have to put in your email address. There's another project called Waves of Mercury, which is more of our metal project. Fairly Secret Army is kind of all over the place. I also did a recording with my buddy from Chicago. We are called the Stolen Picassos. We did that last Saturday, so from Thursday to Saturday we recorded an album. We've got about 4 on Bandcamp, and then we also previously had a project called the Staring Contest, and there's another project called My Famous Mistake, which is with another buddy from Minnesota. Anyway, so enough about my recording career. I'm going to show some things that I've purchased new lately. A slight obsession with Yes, and then some really obscure prog that I picked up. So the first one that I will show you, and this lighting is terrible for this album, is Illusion on a Double Dimple. It is Triumvirate. And this band pretty much sounds like an ELP clone band. Not really, but it's similar sounding because bass, drums, and keyboards are the 3 main instruments. So it's pretty good. Not something I will listen to a ton. I'm interested in getting the, what's that, Spartacus album, and then I'll probably stop there. Arc of Life. This is a band with the current singer from Yes, Billy Sherwood. Oh, it's John Davison for... Is it John Davison? I don't know. Yeah, Davison. Billy Sherwood. Jay Shulin, who played drums in Yes for a while. I'm not sure if he's still with them. And then 2 guys that I hadn't heard. I've listened to part of this. I got this last weekend while recording, so I wasn't able to listen to a ton of it. I've only listened to a couple songs, but the second song is Talking with Siri, and that just made my... it's cringeworthy, those lyrics. I don't like anything where it really talks about pop culture so much. I have done it in my music a little bit, breaking down the fourth wall, but for the most part it just seems kind of weird. Let me check. I just want to make sure I have a certain setting going on here. Yep, okay. Fractal Universe. This is for any metalheads that are still watching my channel. This is technical, kind of progressive death metal. Basically has very melodic sections that sound like similar to Opeth when they were in their like Ghost Reveries era, but with more death metal than Opeth have been in a long time. I listened to this today. I got through, I think, 9 tracks. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 out of the 10 tracks. There's a bonus track too, so 11 tracks. I thought it was really good. I'm just not in the mood for metal right now. So It is what it is. The new sticks, holy shit. This is going to be in my top, I would say my top 5 albums of the year. This thing is so fantastic. There are elements of Queen on here, elements of old sticks, newer sticks, you know, it's just a band this far in their career should not be able to, well, is normally not able to pull this kind of magic out of their hat. It is absolutely fantastic. If you have not checked out the title track, there is a spot where the bridge in that song, it's called Crown, or Crash of the Crown, and in the bridge they sound exactly like Queen, and I'll be damned if Lawrence Gowan does not sound exactly like Freddie Mercury in that spot. This little guy came out last week. This is the Steve Wilson remix, stereo remix, and the 5.1 surround sound of Gentle Giant's Freehand. And holy shit, is this one of the best 5.1 that I have ever heard. It's so good, so well done, and if you don't have a 5.1 player, get one so you can hear this. It also has a quad mix, which I really enjoyed, also because it made me know that I could play quad mixes on my surround sound and have them sound good. Because then yesterday I picked up the Doobie Brothers Quadio box, and we're gonna have a little bit of an unboxing. So this has Toulouse Street, Captain and Me, What Were Once Vices Are Now Habits, and Stampede. So they're 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th albums, and each of them, so it comes in this like kind of clamshell box. It has instructions on what you should set your surround sound to. If you have full range speakers on all 4 of them, you should turn off your subwoofer. If you have the satellite speakers like I do, I use my subwoofer, and it sounds absolutely fantastic, especially on Toulouse Street, the title track. Each of them comes with this little plastic kind of sleeve that the discs go in. Toulouse Street is upstairs in my surround sound player right now. It does have a little instructions on what is quad and whatnot. I haven't read that yet. But each of the discs come in vinyl replicas. No lyrics or liner notes or anything like that, but this one is the only one that's not a gatefold. This one does come with a poster, though, because you need a Doobie Brothers poster if you're going to rock out to the Doobs. That's right, I just called them the Doobs. Captain and Me. Again, that same filler thing. And Stampede. This is the one that actually does come with the lyrics, which I thought was pretty cool. I wish they would just go back. Might as well just include all the lyrics, but oh well. I guess if they didn't originally have lyrics, they're not going to give them to you now. So this was an $80 box, and I got it for 20% off, so it was only $63. So I figured, you know, roughly, what is that, $15 a disc. And I have all the Doobie Brothers stuff, but none of them are remastered. I don't think they will do them at this point. I'm not even sure. But wow, this quad mix is fantastic. If you have just like a regular 5.1 surround sound, it sounds great on that. You don't have to have a specifically quad surround sound to enjoy it. I wasn't gonna get this. It's John Anderson and Roina Stolt from Yes and Flower Kings, but I was getting another album, which is Yes, Open Your Eyes, and I thought, you know what, I am going to get this, and I actually really enjoyed it a lot more than when I checked it out at the library. I just decided, you know what, I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to give it another chance, I should say. And yeah, it is fantastic. And Open Your Eyes as a later Yes album with Anderson, Howe, Sherwood, Squire, and Alan White. New State of Mind, Open Your Eyes, Universal Garden. All three just killer tracks right out of the gate. So, sorry. What is this one called? Invention of Knowledge. And then, Yes, Open Your Eyes. Super surprised at those first three tracks. I haven't gotten past, I think, track 6 yet, because I was really busy the weekend that I got that. I was busy buying other live Yes stuff. So this is probably easier if I just hold it up. Live at Bristol, what is this called? Live at the Bristol Hippodrome, Deluxe Edition, 2 CD and DVD set. And this is, let me see if I can find something else to put underneath here. This one has, what does it have? So it has a lineup of this one is Chris Squire on bass, Steve Howe on guitar, Alan White on drums, Jeff Downs on keyboards, and John Davison. Here's my thing. I've read some things where people criticize John Davison, but I think he's a fantastic singer. I think he does stuff that sounds like John Anderson, but kind of gives it more vibrato when he sings a little bit. Of course, there are kind of negatives of his singing sometimes, but I'm not going to be too picky here. It's good. It sounds like Yes, and I wanted some more Yes. This is them live. Where was this? I have no idea where this was. But this has John Davison on vocals, Steve Howe, Jeff Downs, Billy Sherwood on bass, and Alan White on drums. Who was on here? Can't even remember who I said. Oh, Jeff Downs and Squire. Squire was on that one. It was like one of the last ones before he passed away. So this is where Sherwood takes over on bass. I think they do a great job. And this, let me see here. Nope, this was the one that I was listening to. That actually has a DVD in it too. 2-disc set with DVD. This is just a 2-disc set. This I was listening to. I listened through this all the way through. It is fantastic. There are certain things that I don't like how he sings roundabout. So yes, I am going to criticize him. There are certain passages where nobody else is really singing, or the vocals are too low to hear it. And so he's singing the high harmony part, and it kind of misses something. Not so much on this, but on this version with roundabout. Yes, I got not 1 but 3. Actually, I got 4 live Yes CDs that day. I am just missing one. What the heck happened to that? I don't know which one that was. I think it was another 2-disc set. This, surprisingly, is only a 1-disc set. Yep. And this is Royal Affair Tour live from Vegas. This one came out in 2020. That is... everybody's the same except they add Jay Shellen on drums on that. And then this one, my friend Dave was like, I guess get it if you have to, but later live, yes. But this has Anderson, Howe, Sherwood on guitar, Chris Squire on bass, Alan White, and then Igor Koroshev on keyboards. So I thought, you know what? It was like $7.95 or $8.50 or something like that. I thought, fuck it, I'll take it. Sorry, I never swear in my things, but so I was at this record store in Minneapolis called Roadrunner Records, and a lot of the time they will have CDs for $3.75. I knew I wanted to go back and get this Gilgamesh CD, and so a lot of people won't know who Gilgamesh are, or you might, but it has Hugh Hopper, who I believe was in a few kind of Canterbury bands. I just cannot name them off the top of my head right now. This actually has Hugh Hopper, Phil Lee, Trevor Tompkins, and Alan Gowan. Trevor Tompkins, I believe, was in another project with Richard Sinclair from Caravan, and then later Camel, and then back into Caravan for a while. This is very kind of jazzy, more jazz than prog. I liked it. I've listened to it all the way through, but I think I was looking for a little bit more kind of that kind of Camel or kind of Caravanish kind of sound. So that was $5.75. That was the cheapest one in this whole stack. I picked this up. This is a band called Panji, and this was $3.75. It has 3 songs on it. It's all instrumental, kind of in that let's see, kind of that rock in opposition kind of, you know, not so much Henry Cow, but kind of Universe Zero feeling. All instrumental, 3 songs. They're all really long. This was $3.75. The reason I picked this up, I thought it sounded interesting enough to have for $3.75, and I knew that if I passed on it, I would probably regret it and go back for it. So instead of doing that like I normally do, where I'm just like, nah, I don't really need that, I decided to grab it. I haven't listened to it again since I picked it up. I've listened to like samples of all of it and stuff. But I was looking on Discogs, and this thing goes for like $69 or something crazy like that. I have no idea why, but there was another one that was there that goes for like $40, and that was Volapuk, and I have one of their albums, and it's fantastic, but the one that was there did not interest me really, so I passed on it. This band here, I'm going to put this back up, is the 5-story ensemble, Not That City. It's a lot of players on here. I think there are some pictures. This is literally an ensemble. Let's see if there's a full band picture. There is not, but the lineup consists of, ready for it, bassoon, saxes, accordion, acoustic guitars, oboe, bass, piano, keyboards, flute, violin, drums, double bass, and vocals. So This one did not really grab me. I've listened to probably about half of it. I don't think I'm going to hold on to it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll give it another listen and see what's going on. This band, I will put both of their CDs up. They're called Noitra, and the thing that kind of drew me to this band was the fact that they're on the Musa label. And if you're not familiar with Musa, they did a lot of Prog, some Zool things. Like they did Weidorje, Weidorje. That was a band that had members of Magma in it. This is, let's see if that'll stay up again. The lineup on this band consists of guitar, flutes, drums, and bass. And it has kind of a, well, they also have violin and viola, but the main four guys, who look like this, are on both of these albums. All instrumental. I can't remember which one I listened to. It was kind of light prog. Like if you took like instrumental tracks from like King Crimson Islands and made a whole album out of it, kind of the more lighter stuff. But yeah, what I've listened to so far is pretty darn good. Or was it this band that... No. So, yeah, I can't remember exactly what this band sounds like. Ragnarok was the light one. And this band has... Let me see. Drums and guitar, flute, guitar, electric bass guitars, electric guitar, flute, soprano flute. And I kind of bought it based on just that picture. I did listen to a couple samples, but for $3.75, I just was like, God damn it, I want to stand in the winter for a black and white band photo like this. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'm a different breed of cat. Last but not least, Yves, how do I spell it? Pronounce Laferre? I'm not sure. Somebody recently told me to get this or check him out. I did check him out, and I thought it was pretty good. But then, like 3 days later, I find this for $3.75, and this is the remastered version. So I thought, yeah, I'll pick it up, and it is pretty good. I haven't listened to the whole thing. I've listened to about half of it. There are vocals. I wish it was actually all instrumental, but the main guy is the bass player. So I thought that was pretty cool. And so whoever told me to get this, thank you, because I would have maybe just passed it up. Who knows? I was listening to so much. Out of that, basically it was a stack like this big of CDs, and these are the ones that I picked up from that stack. So, all right. Have a good night. Bye.